really it takes a lot of people to put a project together, not only the management people, but really the people that are working in the field on the project are the important ones. And to that, my hat's off to them. I say a great big thank you. If it hadn't been for them, that project wouldn't be there.
Three, two, one, dig. Hey!
The sun was shining when we broke ground on September 20th, 2005, and I knew that good things were in our future. As we begin our 25th season as the Indianapolis Colts, it's fitting for us to start the next part of our history in the best stadium in the country.
It was a big relief when we finally got to do some work on site, even though the first activities were tearing down little buildings and stuff like that. It was pretty exciting to start digging the first hole and knowing what was coming, even though we knew there was a lot of work ahead of us. But it was exciting to finally get going on the ground and put something in place instead of taking it down.
Well, when we started the project, we knew it was going to be a very, very large facility, but when you see it's taking shape out there, it is a massive facility. I mean, if you count the field, it's almost about 2 million square feet.
I like to think practically, and it means jobs, and it means dollars, and it means visitors, and it means a new tool to use in bringing additional business and therefore hope and opportunity to the citizens of our state.
Some people, when they do things, they never get to see the finished product, but the workers on this building, they're going to see it, and they're going to see it for decades. It has to feel great. It has to feel great that they were a piece of that.
My name is James King. I'm here from Gary, Indiana with First American Steel. We're taking care of the railings throughout the whole facility. I feel like I'm part of history, Colts Stadium. So I look forward to come back and bring my family and sit exactly where I was working at and tell them, say, hey, I did this. Maybe grandkids be playing here one day. Say, Grandpa built this.
My name is Johnny Dickens. I work for DAG and Irwin Seating. I think it's something that I'll remember and be able to point out to my kids and my grandkids, like other buildings and things throughout the city. I just think it's a great experience.
My name's Jason Kaler with Barth Electric, General Foreman. My crews are responsible for installation of the sports lights, every light fixture in the building. Amazing project to be on, once in a lifetime accomplishment. I've had up to 140 people on this job. Very proud to be part of it.
Well, I went from a little 2-page resume to now I have like a little booklet and brochures and gorgeous little pictures I can put on there like Lucas Oil Stadium.
It's productive for our company. It puts us in the limelight. Yes, I would definitely do it again.
And every project that we've been involved in, and some of the presentations we've been involved in, they have matched or exceeded their goals. I had no doubt that this would happen now. The Hunt Group has been very good. I think they've been ahead of the curve.
I don't have to tell you what a Mercedes-Benz is because its name means everything. Right. So once again, I don't have to say much when I say we're currently working on Lucas Oil Stadium.
Well, we entered a design competition about 5 years ago, and a few key elements of the design that we picked up on. One, of course, is the brick facade, the brick you see on the outside of the building. We did that in response to the garment district and the warehouse district tying into downtown.
We're extremely lucky in central Indiana to have the quality of workforce that works on these big projects. The skill and the expertise and the dedication of the Hoosier workforce is unparalleled in the nation, and I'm lucky to be part of a project with them.
Hi, I'm Chris Walker, Quality Interior, touching up steel and handrails, miscellaneous steel. Just did above the museum area where the planes, boats, tractors, NASCAR, Bush car, everything. It's pretty cool.
I'm Kevin. I'm a carpenter down here, working on the trim package. I'm just excited about working on this stadium, and you know, we've won the Super Bowl. I'm excited about that. Well, we're going to have the Super Bowl here in 2012. I'm just excited about been on this project for the last 3 years from day one.
10 years from now, I can say I was part of the stadium and been there since the beginning, and it's been, like I said, a pleasurable experience.
It's very large. A lot of men and women work on one of these projects. When you're doing Mass X, get into something you don't expect, but you just react and get it done. But as far as everything going pretty well, everything went pretty smooth here. All the local trades is great to work with. The unions are great to work with here. So yeah, it was a great process. Our owners are great. So I enjoyed it.
The roof is distinctive. When an owner for a football franchise, and in this case the ISCBA, spends over $500 million on a stadium, they expect to have something unique, and we've got a roof that's like no other operable roof in terms of its configuration, where the roof panels nest down over the two long sides of the building and then meet up over the center of the field.
The Lucas Oil Stadium is a symbol of our transformation of our downtown. It shows that we dream big and work hard to achieve our dreams. I can't wait for the first kickoff, the sound of the crowd, the blue and white in the stands, the energy and drive of our players on the field. It'll be absolutely awesome.
Remember back to the groundbreaking, all the rain, all the snow, the cold and the hot, the days, the long days you put in, and look what you've got in front of you. The most beautiful National Football League stadium in the country.
Well, when the fans arrive at the Lucas Oil Stadium, they're going to first immediately get the impression of the scale of the building. It's just massive. It's about twice the size of the RCA Dome. And most importantly, in my opinion, we're just going to have a clean and wonderful space for people to enjoy the many events that we have at the new Lucas Oil Stadium.
One of the unique things about Lucas Oil Stadium, we happen to be right across the street from Citizens Thermal. They're the utility company that provides both the steam and the chilled water into the building. We have 4 variable speed frequency drives, 200 horsepower apiece, that takes care of the chilled water side of the house. In the 4 corners, you see we've got mechanical mezzanines where you see the high bowl ductwork. The high bowl ductwork distributes the bowl air. I think we have about 1.5 million CFM of air in the building in the bowl at any one time.
It's the latest and greatest in the technology of stadiums. We've got TVs throughout the stadium. When you leave your seat to go to concessions, there's TVs in the area where you'll be to buy your concessions. I don't think you'll miss any action at any time during your travels back and forth.
Primarily, we have your standard concession stands throughout the entire stadium on different levels, where you can get your hot dogs, your hamburgers, your popcorn, nachos, that sort of thing. We also have concessions in the club area, bar areas, a little bit higher range of food levels in there. They also have their own bar in each of the clubs, so it's an area where you have to have a club ticket to get into, which has a little bit different food variety in those types of concessions. There's 2 main kitchen areas in food preparation. Event level, lower level, pretty much services and prepares food for all the main concession stands in the concourse areas where the general public will actually go to those concessions.
Well, the new stadium is terrific in the sense, first of all, the lines aside are great. It's aesthetically an incredibly good building. But I would also add that it has a lot of ancillary space that's going to enable our events, such as the Men's Final Four, to really increase its influence and its effectiveness on all the fans who participate. The design of the stadium, the construction of the stadium, the way it's laid out, just works tremendously well.
This stadium, again, puts us in that league, puts us in a league that we can go over, go after international events, national events. It is a state of art. It is clearly a facility that we can host any event that is thinking about being in a stadium, a concert, religious events, Super Bowls, NCAA finals, be it lacrosse, soccer, basketball. We can do bowl games now. That we are clearly positioned to compete with any other stadium in the United States.
It's going to have tremendous impact upon the future of central Indiana, in fact, all of Indiana. People will measure it in terms of dollars and cents of economic impact, but the real impact is this is going to become an icon, an attraction to bring thousands and thousands of people to Indianapolis over the next 30 years.
I just think it is so right that the first event in this stadium should be for you, the men and women who build it. No you, no stadium. And none of the great benefits that we're going to all enjoy, new jobs, new dollars, new excitement, new fun, because of the incredible work that you've done. And I also think it's really terrific that your families have been included. I hope every son or daughter of a worker on that stadium is as proud of your parent as you ought to be. The quality of what they've done, the importance of what they've done is going to be there all your lives and paying dividends that none of us can even imagine at this time. So congratulations to everybody who made this possible, and heartfelt thanks on behalf of every Hoosier.
Great job. Great job. It's a beautiful facility. Everybody understands it. It's going to be a great entrance point for the city, and I'm so proud that not only did they do a good job, but I'm almost envious of them that they were able to put this thing together and they could see their finished product. They could say for years and years and years, I worked on that project, and it's a big, big boon to the city.
The reason that we are making this video is to say thank you to the thousands of men and women working for a variety of trade contractors, working for the architectural firms, the design engineering firms, and the construction management firms. A big thank you from the authority that is only responsible for constructing this building. It's been a great team effort, and I want to salute all of you for a job well done.
I feel very lucky to have worked on this project with the men and women that really made it happen, the construction workers and the tradespeople that are the experts in building a dynamic building like Lucas Oil Stadium.
What can I say? We have the best stadium in the NFL, actually in the United States. I'm proud of the quality of workmanship from the workers who dug the earth to those who put the final shine on the details. It's been a team effort, and I couldn't be prouder of this team. Thanks to everyone who helped make Lucas Oil Stadium possible.
The most important thing I can say to all those who worked on Lucas Stadium is thank you. Thank you, thank you for doing a tremendously good job.
First, on behalf of HKS, all of the design consulting and associate architect teams, I would like to thank the thousands of men and women that have created what I consider a great project that will be a lasting legacy for the state of Indiana and the city of Indianapolis, the Colts, the Capital Improvement Board of Marion County.
Well, obviously the first thing that comes to mind is thank you. As I said, we couldn't do this without all the talented people and subcontractors in the community. Other than that, it's just a bunch of planning. So when it gets down to building it, it takes people, it takes the community of Indianapolis and surrounding areas and all the hardworking people that are dedicated to putting a project together like this.
Since we got here to the end and to opening day, I knew that we'd always do that because we had a lot of
skilled workers out here. And I would like to thank them for all the hard work and the dedication they put in and over the 3 years and the sacrifices that they've made to make the Lucas Oil Stadium a reality.
You can only say one thing to all the men and women that have worked out here, and that's thank you. They've done an incredible job. They've worked a lot of hours, especially here towards the end, a lot of weekend work, overtime work, sacrificing a lot of their personal time. All you can say is thank you. The job wouldn't have happened without you.